Have you ever noticed that when you're under stress, your focus gets scattered, or your patience is a little bit shorter, or you're feeling wired but also completely exhausted? That's not just you being stressed, that's your nervous system at work. And today I'm going to explain about how your nervous system impacts your performance, what happens when it gets dysregulated, and share some practical tools to help you return to balance so that you can feel clear and grounded and effective again. So, think of your nervous system as this internal command center. It influences how you respond to challenges, how you focus, how quickly you can recover. And there are two main branches. I'm going to really simplify this just for this short training. But two main branches: our sympathetic nervous system, so often called our fight or flight. And this is the accelerator, it's what mobilizes energy, and it's what helps us respond to threat or danger. And then our parasympathetic nervous system, often called rest and digest. And this is more of the brakes. I always think about it of like the parachute or slowly coming down. So it's what helps your body slow down and recover and repair and restore. Both of the systems are important. We need to be able to activate, and we also need to be able to come down and restore and rest. The problem is when we get stuck in this sympathetic state, when we're always on high alert. And so that's what is going to impact our performance and well being when we're constantly in this state of fight or flight. So let's talk about what happens when this sympathetic nervous system kicks on. And again, I'm just going to really simplify this for today's training. But our heart rate and our blood pressure rises so that the blood can rush to our muscles. Our pupils dilate so that we can scan our environment to keep us safe. Our breathing speeds up to help us get more oxygen into the system. Our blood flow is diverted away from things like digestion and reproduction because those things aren't really important when we're focusing on our survival. Our body releases stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. Our blood sugar increases so that we have this quick energy to be able to react. Our immune system function drops temporarily because fighting off infection isn't really a priority when we're in crisis. So, in short term, this response is brilliant. It is what has kept us alive. And the problem is when we're living in this state day to day, all day long, our focus, our relationships, our energy, our physical health, all are going to take a hit. So when your body is stuck in this stress response, our decision making can be cloudy because our prefrontal cortex, this logical creative part of our brain, goes offline. Our focus weakens because our system is scanning for threats instead of helping you concentrate. It causes us to feel more reactive and less empathetic, which can impact our leadership, our teamwork, our relationships. Our recovery slows down. Our sleep and digestion and immunity all take a back seat. And this is what we call dysregulation. We're not broken. This has been here to keep us safe and protect us, but it's not sustainable. And so if you are saying, oh my goodness, that's me, I noticed that I am in that state all along. That is a really common thing for lots of folks now, which is why I think this is so important that we're aware of it and that we're having more conversations about it. So, what do we do if we notice, like, oh, yeah, I am feeling dysregulated? I notice that I am in fight or flight often. How do we bring our body back to homeostasis? How do we regulate? So, lots of different ways. I'm just going to share a couple of broad things that we can think about. Movement, gentle exercise, walking, stretching, anything that we can do to move the body and discharge of these stress hormones. Breathwork, slow, intentional breathing. You can do box breathing or slower exhalation, but lots of different ways. Think about it as, what can we do to move our body and to release some of this stuff? How can we breathe, help the body come back to this state of calm and feeling regulated? Grounding practices, mindfulness, meditation, or even just bringing awareness to the present moment, to our senses. Connection, talking with someone, co regulating with someone else. as long as it is someone who can calm your system. And then rest and recovery, quality sleep, nourishing foods, downtime to help us regulate. A lot of times when we are feeling stress, we are thinking that we don't have time to do any of these things because there's just so much to be done. And we can't do these things because these are like luxuries that we don't have the time for. This is your invitation to recognize that these things are important. Yes, I talk about self care all the time, but also from a nervous system perspective, if you notice that you are in this state of fight or flight, often when there isn't a true threat to your life, recognize that some of these other things can be really helpful in helping us regulate and come back into homeostasis, come back to this place where we're able to be focused and empathetic and be a good teammate and be a good leader and all of the other things that are important for you. So when you have this awareness, right? I'm right now just talking about awareness of these things to say, you know what, this is me. I notice I'm feeling a little dysregulated. This is something that I can do. I can move my body. I can take a breath. I can go get some nourishing food. I can do something for myself to help regulate, to take time for myself because I know that this is important and this is going to impact how you impact others. So, hopefully, this was helpful and just having a quick overview and these reminders of these little things that you can do for yourself that can actually make a big impact over time. So, thanks for being here. I hope you have an amazing day and remember to take care of yourself and others. Bye. Thanks for being here. I hope that you found value in this video. And if you're recognizing that you need a little bit of additional support, I'd love to invite you to join our 21-day challenge. In our 21-day challenge, you're committing 10 to 15 minutes a day, doing a short activity where you can focus on things like your energy, your habits, your boundaries, so that you can have that clarity and then make more aligned decisions. For most of us high performers, high achievers, people who care about making a positive impact in the world, it is easy for us to sacrifice our own self, neglect our own self so that we can contribute and do kind things for other people and take care of other people and take care of other things. And oftentimes that leaves us drained or it leaves us feeling burnt out because we're doing so much for everyone else. This is an invitation for you to be able to take this time for yourself because A, you matter and you are worthy of investing in, and B, because when you have a big mission, when you have a big heart and you want to do good work in the world, it is important that you take care of yourself so that you don't burn out, so that you have the energy and the motivation and the passion to continue doing meaningful work in the world. So our 21-day challenge, it's the foundations of sustainable impact because when you want to make a positive impact in the world, when you care about making a positive impact in the world, it is imperative that you also take care of yourself so that you can show up in the way that you want to show up for yourself and for others. So, 21 days, our challenge focusing on sustainable impact. It is an awesome opportunity for you to take time for yourself and also to be in a small group community surrounded by other purpose-driven professionals. So, link is in the comments if you want to join us. 21 days, Foundations of Sustainable Impact, 21 days for you to invest in yourself so that you can show up and continue investing in others and making the positive impact in the world that you know that you're here to make. Drop a comment if you have any questions. I hope to see you in the challenge.